recording. Okay, just if you're watching the video, sorry, we're reviewing this for these two quizzes we're going to take. Okay, so it's not balanced. It doesn't really need to be for this, but whatever. And it would say, what type of reaction is this? That's all you have to do is answer the type. So you may know, but if you don't just know, look at the models on your naming schemata and just look for cues. So if you look in this box, one of these reactions has only one thing on the right side of the arrow in the examples. You with me? So you look up there and you're like, hey, the first one is the only one that didn't have a plus sign over here. So you would look and say, this is a composition reaction. You with me? So look at it, look at which example it matches best and send it. Okay, that's your review. Take some time, write these out. This is probably just one question again. Has anyone ever, have you opened the math one yet? The grams to liters? Anyway, it's probably one question. Give me two numbers after the decimal, and life should be good. Okay, to find them, they're in the Chemistry in Action lab book module. The grams to liters is the very bottom one. And then reaction type practice just says CIA reaction type practice. Okay, take a few minutes and we'll just enjoy life. So our average was 74, our low was 0, not shocking there. And then our mode by a mile was 100%. So that's what I'm always looking for, is the mode to be 100. We won't work through any of these, but just make sure if you do the math and you write the answer down, make sure you type in that answer, not some random other number, or you'll get it wrong. Okay, I just changed these, it doesn't show it. Made this as bold and move this lower. Why is my mind being so dumb? Okay, I feel a little bit better now. Just to make sure you don't put 106 in as your given value. All right, but overall, I feel pretty good about it. If you're the one, maybe we should do that one together. But if you're struggling, let's talk about it. Okay, this one didn't go super hot, so let's just talk through it real quick. Then we'll look at the other ones and we'll just brush up on liters to liters, then we'll be done. What just happened? All right. So we know it's liters to liters because it was on the quiz that said, or sorry, grams to liters, because it was on the quiz that said grams to liters. So we should know that that is a 3-step picket fence. 2, 3, my beautiful equal sign. So I have 30 grams of C3H6. You okay if I just change that to A? Everyone all in favor of that? So then it tells me that that's 42 grams per of, I'm going to call it A, per 1 mole of A, which means down here I have mole of A, which I have a 2 in front of. Okay, it wants me to solve for CO2. I'll call that B. It could be C. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to write CO2 here anyway. And it wants the liters of CO2, which I'm going to call B. So I have 22.4 liters of B, because it's always a 22.4 whenever you have liters in your picket fence. All right, then I know that liters is always per 1 mole of the same substance, so CO2, which we're calling B. Then I come up here, I have mole B, because these two always match from here to here. and I had a 6 in front of that. And so then I take 30, I'm going to multiply it by 3. I'm going to change this to a 1. So 30 times 3 times 22.4 divided by 42. And I don't remember the number, but it was probably a big number. 48. Oh, that's all? Okay, I thought it'd be a lot bigger. Apparently my genius is not very good today. All right, so it's doable. Hopefully we're ready. Okay, let's look at the one that you already took and probably aced it. And then this time you probably got a D on it. Just kidding, you probably did amazing. Oops. All right, 84, really good. So 89% got this right. If it's a compound plus a compound forming a compound and a compound, it has to be a double replacement reaction. All right, this one looks similar, but is different. It's a compound plus a single element goes to a compound plus a single element. Since this one had lone elements, now they are diatomic, but they're still considered to be a single element. That had to be a single replacement. This one over here only has one total product, so it has to be a composition reaction. I should just isolate the hours here. I never did that. One total product, it has to be a composition. This is CH plus O2. That is a combustion reaction. Let me select just our section. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, second one, single element plus a compound. That's all you really need to know. That would be a single replacement reaction. This one, all sorts of stuff everywhere. That's a double replacement reaction. If it ever starts with a C and H and added an O2, that's a combustion reaction. This one only has one product, so good. All 8 of you got that right. Good job, those 8 people. I'm very proud to know you and have taught you. All right, mostly males right there. Wow. Thanks for representing. All right, next we have only one reactant. Good job, same people. All right, so pretty good. Most of you may not have taken the vocab. Did any of you take the vocab? Okay, let's look at that one real fast, or the matching. $93? Wow. 99? I guess, well, you're just all geniuses. All right, 100%. What one wasn't 100%? There we go, finally. The meaning of AQ, that means dissolved in water. So the aqueous is like agua kind of, and that just means the substance is dissolved in water. Pretty awesome, because we've never really studied the vocab terms in this one. They're kind of reasonable, like we can reason through them, and we've used them enough. So I feel pretty good about that. All right, the last thing I wanted to go through today, and we're done because we already did it mostly. We did liters to liters, didn't we? Okay, so just turn to the very back page, and we'll just make sure you have all those done, and we'll just work through them for anyone that was absent yesterday. If you are done with 52, 54, and 55, then really you are done. You can work on other homework problems if you feel like it. So I'll just start at the bottom and work my way up here. So you may remember there was a long way to do it and a short way to do it. And I'm just going to go the short way. If it confuses you, then just write the whole thing out, and that's fine. So, oh my, this is the combustion of propane again. Tom, find new problems. We've done propane so many times. All right, it's a 1, 5, a 3, and a 4. Or if you did it on your own and you followed my rules, you got a 2, 10, 6, 8, which is fine. They're the same. In the math, it will reduce itself. How is it two-sided? Is that what you mean? I have to unlock it. It's really stupid to get it done. I'll do it in a minute. Okay, so we still take the number and unit that's given to us and we put it here. Then we know that unit's going to be here. But remember, this one's just kind of weird. We're going to sort of cheat. So we just can go the short way. So I have 10 liters of propane. Okay, this is the short way. If you recall, the long way had 22.4 right here, then the ratio of coefficients, and then 22.4 on the top. That sound familiar? And we could just get rid of those in the math. So what I'm going to do, and this is the only time you do it, is liters to liters. We take, and we don't put liters C3H8. I'm just going to put C3H8 here. And then I want liters of carbon dioxide. So I'm not going to put liters. I'm just going to put CO2. All right. And then this one single fast step is the ratio of coefficients. So I have a 1 in front of C3H8 and I have a 3. So I get 30. Fair enough. Okay. If we did it the long way, I'll just stuff it in real close here. If we did it the long way, let me get rid of this first. We would have had a 22.4 liters. That would have got rid of liters. We would have had 1 mole of C3H8. Then we would have had 1 mole C3H8. Then we would have had the 22.4 liters here and the 1 mole on the bottom. The 22.4s would have canceled out. The moles would have canceled out. I would have been left with the liters. Okay, that's the longer way, but let's do it the short way if we can. Okay, 54. Oops, it was up above it. I'm done. Okay, N2 plus O2, and it says it makes nitrogen monoxide. That means just NO. It wouldn't have any subscripts if it's nitrogen monoxide. So 1, 1, 2. 18 liters of O2, and I want to know liters of NO. Okay, if you haven't done it yet, take a couple minutes and try that real quick. All right, probably already have it. I'm going to put O2 on the bottom. I'm going to put NO on the top, and then I'm going to bring the 2 and the 1, and I'm going to get 36. Fair enough. We did this one in class, didn't we? Okay. So we are we're done. You like my flag? Isn't that cute? Okay, this is false advertising. When's the test? Tuesday. Okay, so we got a ton of time. We got 20 something minutes. So what I would do if I were you is I would finish any of these right here that you have left, right, Zito? Or if I was Zito, I'd say, hey, Lilia, I'll do 16, you do 17, or whatever. Okay, then, yeah, don't, on those, don't just copy. What I'm talking about is problems 11 through 20. Those are tricky. But you can work in teams on it as long as you like can figure it out. 20. Okay. Oh, reunited and it feels so good. All right, that was on tape, unfortunately. All right, yeah, that's it. You're just gonna chill. Monday, we're gonna review how to balance from names. That's what you're doing right here, and formulas. And then maybe I'll break down and we can play a GIMP kit. What was that? You're supposed to think that was fun. PTSD. The fishing one? I haven't ever played that one. Is it fun? All right. So go ahead. If you don't have things done, have at it. If you're 100% done with everything, you can take practice quizzes all you feel like and just party it up.